Guys, let's talk about Paula Kajala. We have a couple of topics that we're going to talk about when it comes to Paula Kajala. And do you know this saying that goes, you can't shame the shameless? That is what it's giving when it comes to Paula. So you all know that there's been this competition when it comes to Paula and Fireman and their vlogs, and whose vlogs are doing numbers, whose vlogs is more interesting. And to be honest, in my opinion, Paula's vlogs are way more interesting because she know how to bring very controversial people who then bring her numbers or other controversial topics. Yeah, you all know that the family itself is already controversial, right? So we're going to talk a little bit about certain something, okay, that she say during her sit down with Mkiri Dio's family.
Mimi hapa sija kushika simu ya mpenzi wangu. Tuna mwaka 4. Sijawahi. Sijui tu, yani iko kitu kiko kwenye damu. Yani sijawahi, hata tumelala hapo nione inaita, sishiki. Kuangalia ni nani.
Hey guys, let's talk about that part. So Paula, go ahead and say, because they were talking about, looking at your partner's phones, right? So Paula said that I've been with Mario for the past 4 years and I've never not once looked at his phone. And they asked him why, and they said that it's not just something that is in my blood. I don't want to look at it. Even if somebody's calling, I don't want to look at it. Then her argument is that that's why it's called a private phone, right? Let me give a little bit of my opinion, right? Personally, I feel like when you think about looking at your partner's phone, it's because there's something that made you feel like you need to have a conviction that what you're thinking, or rather what you saw, or rather what you were being told is actually happening, and you need more evidence. That is what is sending you to go and look at his phone. It could be that he spend way more time on his phone, and that's why you're like, I need to find out what he's looking at on this phone, or he's too private with this phone. You know what I'm saying? But if you and your partner trust each other and his phone is there, I don't think I will pick my partner's phone and look at it, but doesn't mean that I will not use it if I can't find mine. Use it to find mine, or just use it to look at something. Okay? I will use it, but not like me using it in terms of trying to look for something if they haven't given me a reason to want to look for something in there. And then again, when Paula is talking about, even if it's ringing, she will not pick it, it means that there's something that you don't want to see, Miss Mamas. You're in denial. Why would my partners or my husband especially phone be ringing and probably not around? What if it's a very important call? I'll pick up and say, hey, what's up? Oh, he's not around. Oh, I'll give a message. Why should the phone just be ringing and not me not wanting to pick it up? Anyway, and then again, of course, they talked about the most amount your partner has ever given you. Of course, Paula was asked, what is the most amount that a man has ever given to you? And Paula went ahead and said that 70 million Tanzanian shillings. Of course, the internet went crazy, especially in Tanzanian side of the internet, because they're like, there's no way that has happened, honey. And I went in and Googled how much is 70 million into USD, and I'm finding out that it's merely 26,000 USD. And I'm not saying that it's such a small money. It's just that when you look at her saying that, and Tanzanians going crazy saying that that is impossible, I'm like, I'm seeing celebrities, or let's leave celebrities, okay? Influencers being gifted Ferraris, being gifted expensive bags, being gifted money in dollars, $100,000. And TZ is going crazy about Paula saying that the most he has been given with one person at a go was 26,000 USD, and I'm like, God damn. Okay, so they started trying to find out like who might have given her that. Of course, she hasn't dated around yet, honey. Let me just say she hasn't dated around yet. Kind of sound like I'm being messy. So people are saying Rayvanny, because Rayvanny was the first boyfriend, right? But people are like, nah, not Rayvanny. And some are saying she probably meant Mario, right? And some are saying Mario, it's kind of giving stingy. And guess what? People are like, it must be harmonized. And when I heard that, I was like, God damn. And some are even insinuating allegedly around the time when Harmonize wanted to have a thingy with Paula. Yes, Harmonize, the same Harmonize that is dating Paula's mother. When Paula's mother was asleep, Harmonize will sneak around allegedly, video call Paula naked. It's not even alleged. Some of this information are public. Then the videos are there on social media. Telling Paula to switch on the light so I can see the goodies, honey. But anywho, messy internet people started saying it's probably Harmonize around the time that Harmonize wanted to see them two oranges, or when Harmonize wanted to see the I'm like, you guys are messy. Calm down, I'm big. Anyway, tell me how y'all feel about it down in the comment section. But I find it very, very awkward that, cheesy people going crazy over somebody being gifted $26,000. And I'm like, I thought she was more way, upper than that, considering that they're the top influencers in TZ, honey.
Mpango wa kupata mtoto lini? Mama yuko lonely, anahitaji watu wa kucheza naye.
Hey guys, so she went ahead and asked this couple, like, when are you guys planning to have a baby that Amara want a playmate? And you all know that this couple right here, if I'm not mistaken, they're not even engaged. They're just boyfriend and girlfriend, right? And they're not even that older. I think they're around the same age, around between 24 and 26, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody please comment down below. And the fact that Paula is talking about them having a baby instead of talking about them potentially, when are you guys planning to tie the knot? I find that that's strange, to be honest. Since when does babies come before marriage? And I'm not saying that marriage is not achievement, but when you're dating, you're being together, you're doing all these wifely duties, I expected for y'all to make it official, so that when the babies are coming, they're coming at already strong, structured family. Anyway, somebody please comment down below. I just find it weird, to be honest, in my opinion. We all know that Paula started off with being a mother first, and now that she's a mother, putting a ring on it when it comes to Mario, it seemed like it's hard. And at some point, Paula always make it seem like it ain't gonna happen, honey. But anyway, tell me how you feel about it down in the comment section.
Lakini mbona mimi sikuonei Paula?
Kila mtu ananichamba, mara mimi sio sawa, mimi sio nzuri, sina shape. Kwani vipi?
Mara kidogo huko Paula.
Sasa usiambie ukweli. Shape si jamani, na leo hujavaa chochote.
Sijavaa kitu jamani. Iko hivi.
That video right there was going viral, and the reason why it was going viral, it seemed like the lady who was taking picture was seemingly in a jokingly way making fun of Paula's shape. You all know that there's been these conversations online, people saying that Kajala is still looking way better than Paula on her prime, and until now that her shape is more natural. I'm saying that Paula doesn't have a nice shape like the mother. I think most of the time people intend to bring that disrespect and cover it up with like in a joking way, and it seemed like that day it did not sit well with Paula. But the way she said it, you can almost tell the hurt on her face, but she made it seem like, I'm just telling it, but let me not show too much. But you can tell she was a little bit bothered, the fact that the lady was trying to tell her that, her shape is not nice like the mother, and it's just too much on her, I think, Of course, she was basically just telling the lady, you should stop always talking about the fact that I'm not beautiful enough, I don't have a nice shape. And it's kind of bringing some sort of rivalry between the mother and the daughter. To be honest, if you ask me, Paula looked beautiful. She's beautiful. She has a nice, beautiful, natural shape. And yeah, It is what it is. Anyway, tell me how y'all feel about it down in the comment section. Please don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and comment. Follow me on IG at Drizzy_radio. And yes, don't forget to like the video. It's very, very importante. See you on my next one. I have more video to give y'all today, honey. If you want to see some more, just text more. Anyway, keep it classy, stay messy.